Today we're going to present our company's annual report from 2023. This report highlights strategic insights essential for business growth and optimization. In this presentation, we will review the key annual figures. We're going to analyze them. After that, we're going to focus more on specific products. We're also going to look at customer types, and finally we'll discuss some of the mistakes that we did throughout the year. The data set includes daily transactions through 2023, units sold, their price and total sales, and also medication names and categories. As for methods, we cleaned, aggregated, and analyzed our data using Python. Peak sales occurred in July of 2023. The key drivers were seasonal increase in healthcare demand, also potential promotion influence, and strong performance of high-value medications.
Lower sales period, possible reasons. The first one is market saturation for certain medications, lower prescription turnover, and the last one is a reduced consumer activity. Why peaks occurred? High sales month often correlate with seasonal illness cycles, higher demand for vaccines and pain relief medication, and the last one is increased marketing or distribution efforts. Why declines happens? First of all is reduced medical visits, post-season demand drop, and less emphasis on premium products during this period. Quarter by quarter compression. The high sales was from the period from July to September, and it was like 381,000 thanks to July. It was a preliminary because it's stable consumer demand, its high unit price, and strong medical relevance throughout the year.
I'm gonna describe the best-selling product by revenue, Prevnar 13. Prevnar 13 is our revenue champion, responsible for about 70% of total sales and about 60% of total profit. This product clearly drives most of our annual spending, as well as since its cost is high due to large volumes. Least selling product Xanax. Xanax is our smallest product by revenue, with 111 in annual sales and 6,037 in profit. Its share of total revenue is only about 1 to 2%, and its share of total profit is also very small. Comparing product profitability is not only about sales, it's about margin, how much profit we earn from each unit of revenue. Across all products, margin range from around 20% to 40%. The optimal strategy balances both high revenue products for scale and higher margin products for efficiency. Top product by profit, Prevnar 13 not only led in sales but also generated the highest profit. Its strong margin makes it a key product for revenue optimization.
Lowest selling products. Lipitor recorded the lowest annual sales. Potential improvement strategies. Adjusted pricing, enhanced visibility, targeted marketing campaigns. Growth strategy. Strengthen top-performing products promotions, capitalize on mid-performing items, introduce seasonal marketing initiatives. Seasonal trends. The data reveals a strong mid-year spike, opportunities, preparing inventory early, launching targeted promotions before peak season. Category performance. Each medication category behaves differently. Personalized campaigns, inventory planning, strategies, pricing decisions.
I would like to tell you about the growth opportunity. Clinics are currently the largest segment, so better pricing, bundles and training, deep relations and increased volume. Hospitals often make larger but less frequent orders. For them, long-term contracts and volume-based discounts can be effective. And also I would like to tell you about the supporting underperforming products and the ones. For underperforming products, we can re-examine positioning, pricing, and awareness among doctors and patients. for week, months, we can introduce special campaigns, season package, or contract that split order more evenly across the year. This is our bar chart about the monthly sales, which I will introduce you later. Now I will show you top products by Profit, which is a Prelinar 13, which was approximately 175,000, and the lowest one was a Hanex, which is approximately 10,000. Here I want to show you line graph about monthly sales trend, and here is information from the January until December, and the highest peak of this is in July. The peak was almost $150,000, but in May this number was like 79,000, which is almost 2 times lower than the July.
So we can also invest in each therapeutic area that has its own demand pattern, competition level, and price sensitivity. Also, understanding these differences help us choose where we increase our spending and where to cut our costs and where to launch new products. So, how we can reduce unnecessary spending? First, we can negotiate better purchase prices with suppliers, especially for high volume vaccines that can immediately improve our measure. Secondly, we can use demand forecasting based on monthly patterns to avoid buying too much in the weak months like May. Thirdly, we can reduce dead stocks and slow-moving inventory, especially for niche products that we don't sell or they are not selling enough. Fourth, we can regularly review contracts and discounts to ensure we are not overspending or incentives that do not create enough excess sales. Where we invest? We invest into vaccines category that dominates our market. We also invest in these medicines. I won't talk about every one of them, but the main one is a pain relief. It's our product with the highest chance to become our most profitable medicine. Now I'm going to talk about 2023 was a profitable year with a 23% profit margin and a strong revenue of $1,364,574. Our growth was driven mainly by vaccines and medicine Prevnar 13. So we also saw a clear seasonality with a strong July and a weak May, which we can manage better in the future. High margin products as Lipita and Lyrica are underused product engines that deserve more attention. So, what might be our biggest mistakes? First is over-reliance on a single product and category, like Prevnar 13 and vaccines. This makes us exposed to market shock. Secondly, not using seasonal patterns fully. For example, not finding enough sales in May because in May was our low sales. Thirdly, possibly unpromoting high margin products which could bring more profit with only moderate extra spending. Fourth, lack of systematic monitoring might allow stock issues, late orders, or inefficient discounts to reduce our profitability.
So this slide shows a bar chart comparing different sales categories like pain relief, mental health, antibiotics, and mental health. As we can see, the pain relief and antibiotic sales was quite high compared to others. So next slide represents the pie chart, the percentage of sales by customer type, clinic, hospital, and pharmacy. So the clinic and hospital form a large proportion of people. So the next slide is about line graph, which we can see that there is a lot of peaks and fluctuations. And so the next slide is about closing, that our numbers tell a clear story. We are profitable today, but we can be much more profitable tomorrow with smarter spending and targeted growth. So thank you for your attention. Appreciate that you watched till the end.